So the zero wealth.
2053. By the year
So by
2053,
2053.
it's called the Road to Zero Wealth Report.
Okay.
And you can look that up, and it's predicting that by the year 2053, in just 30 years, that Black people will have a median net worth of $0. Our wealth since 2013. In 2013, our net worth fell below that of Hispanic families, and it has been on a decline ever since. There's a direct parallel to how we're showing up in STEM fields. We are choosing majors that when we do, what's happening is we're running away from math. Because when you get to college, you can say, this is what I want to major in. You don't have to follow a set curriculum, right? So they're choosing majors where they don't have to take a lot of math. And in running away from the math, they're running towards poverty. Because you can choose engineering or you can choose psychology.
What's up with my people? How y'all feeling out there today? I'm feeling kind of fabulous myself. Just sitting back like normal, doing some research, back with another video. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, to start it off, of course, I'm your host, Big Swade. I want to welcome everybody to my video. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. And if you got time, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the page, and don't forget to hit the little bell on the side so you'll get a notification every time I drop a video. All right. So this video that I'm coming with right now is about an agenda that's being pushed on Blacks and minorities, and it's called The Road to Zero Wealth by the year 2053. And I obtained this information from a little source, some people that, that I watch, that I follow, that I, view their podcasts and stuff as well. So, like even on the screen, like I'm gonna show some of the things that's going on. But what this particular agenda is on and what it's stating is that since the year 2013, the Black and minority households have been on a decline ever since. And the agenda is showing that even though Black people, if you look at the Black population in the country of America, we only own, 2, maybe 3% of the wealth that's in the country of America. But the agenda that's being pushed states that by the year 2053, that the Black population's wealth will be declined to zero. So, and I want to talk about it. Okay, so once you go on to the website or whatever and you read what's going on, even when you Google the whole agenda thing, this is what it reads. It says the road to zero wealth is a 2017 report that projects that Black households' wealth will reach zero by 2053 if current trends continue. The report was published by the Institute for Policy Studies and Prosperity now. And here are some of the key findings that support the agenda. The report projects that Latino household wealth will reach zero by 2073. In contrast, the report projects that median white households' wealth will increase to $137,000 by 2053. So in other words, what they're saying is that white households, even though I'm not making this a racial thing, they're saying that white households are going to increase to 137,000 by 2053. The report found that even those with six-figure salaries, advanced degrees, and executive titles can have negative net worths. The report found that the declining wealth of households of color is harming the broader economy. The report also found that earning a middle-class income doesn't guarantee economic security. Policy recommendations. The report recommended policy changes to address the racial wealth divide, including reforming the mortgage interest deduction, strengthening the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, changing the tax code, protecting low-wealth families from wealth stripping practices, and investing in new programs. Okay, as you can just see right here, even though it says strengthening the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, that's out the door right now. You know what I'm saying? This must be an old article. Yes, it does. And it says that I think this article was made and projected in 2017. So a thing of it is to strengthen the CFPB, which they dead right now. So disregard the last part that I just read, because as everybody knows, just like one of the last previous videos that I made, Trump and Elon Musk, they shut the CFBP down right now. So that's not an option right there. So what are we saying? What exactly are we saying? Like I said, since 2013, Black wealth has declined and has been declining ever since. And if I can recall correctly, 2013 was the first year, or maybe, no, it was 2012, 2011, 2012, but 2012 and 13 were the years that Instagram and social media and all of that really took its peak and took off. Well, actually, Facebook been around for a minute, but Instagram is what really took a lot of Black people into the social media genre. You understand what I'm saying? And I say this all the time. I say this to the regular average people, that ever since Instagram and Twitter and all of that shit came popular, you got a lot of people that it just seems like a lot of Black families that they take more pride in having a good time, taking trips, buying designer and all of that bullshit, because they want to show it on Instagram. And like I say, you know, in my mind, and if you ask me, that's a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem, because, you know, like, I first started to open up my Instagram 2013. And I used to see a lot of this shit. Like, you know, once we start following celebrities and stuff like that, like, it's more of a picture perfect facade of how you want to live your life, or how we supposed to be living. You know, we see all of this shit out here that's supposed to be popular now, like designer, going on all these fucking trips and just living life. Like, I'm not going to say that people wasn't living life, but a lot of that shit just didn't get overly popular until social media. You understand what I'm saying? And like I've said on multiple occasions, and like things that I have posted on other pages, it seems like when it comes to Black families within the ages of, I would say, definitely from the younger ages all the way up until the ages of maybe 40, something like that, that's what is declining the just the demographics of Black wealth. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's more of a thing for us to have a fucking good time and be taking trips and to be having fun and to spend all our money on concerts, ball games, fucking overseas traveling, and it's just, which is motherfucking more important? Because all of these thousands and thousands and you know, not to, you know, talk about the ladies or nothing, but I think Black women spend some billions of motherfucking dollars. I don't want to talk about anything that I, you know, don't know by hand, but you can best believe that Black women spend billions of motherfucking dollars on year and on beauty products, which that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's right or wrong at all. You do whatever you want to do with your money. But at this point, which is more important to you? Which is more important to us? Building wealth or having a good time? You understand what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, even, you know, on my Facebook page, on my Instagram page and stuff like that, like, I speak a lot about that. Like, it seems like to us, that's all that fucking matters, is having a good time. So you want to have a good time within your younger years and in your working years. And so you party all through your motherfucking midlife. But then when you get to your 50s and your 60s, you ain't really got shit because you've been partying all your motherfucking life. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what the video really is about today. And it's like, I just, you know, I'm kind of like appalled with all of this shit because I speak about this all the time. And that's, you know, well, I mean, which one is more important? You building wealth or you having a motherfucking good time? You know what I'm saying? Because the events that are about to take place and the events that are taking place, it's not good. And just like I say, the agenda that's being pushed, it's declining black wealth. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, at the end of the road, by the year 2053, they're projecting that the black wealth will be approximately zero, meaning we're not going to own shit. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, just even with a lot of the things that's going on with that they got going on up there in Capitol Hill and all of that shit, like people don't realize that there is a major wealth transfer going on right now. You understand what I'm saying? And black people, we are the number one spenders and consumers of all of this shit. All of it. Black people spent over $1 trillion or some shit like that during the 2020 pandemic. And then, you know, the main reason of it is because a lot of us, we was getting all of this fucking PPP money, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I was living in Atlanta, Georgia at the time. And when we was living in Atlanta, you couldn't find a fucking Dior sneaker or a crab leg on the whole goddamn city. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what, you know, as we know, that's what black people like to do. We like to spend money that we don't have just for the contrary to enjoy time for right now. But I didn't want to hold y'all too much longer. And, you know, I just wanted to give everybody something to think about because, you know, as I look on social media and see a lot of people doing things, it seems like to me that that's all that fucking matters. You know what I'm saying? I see a few people here and there, you know, posting about how they're, you know, buying property and building up their portfolios. It's a couple of, you know, nice chicks that are, you know, that I communicate with that, you know, some of them had hit me in my DM and told me thank you because they see some of the things that I post because, you know, I'm not all about having a good time. I'm about fucking business. There are many things that black people can do, and you don't have to live for goddamn dime, that can build your wealth and you can build your portfolio. You real estate, trading, you know, I trade, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely believe that upon the times that we're living in, and you have the people on Capitol Hill and the fucking Federal Reserve printing all of this money and shit, you can print money too. You know what I'm saying? You can print money too. You just have to use your mind and be able to study and do the proper research to find out what you can do to build wealth. Me, myself, I used to teach trading classes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I do a little bit of this. You can invest your money in gold, silver. It's a bunch of shit that you can invest your money in to accumulate black wealth that you can do with your money instead of wasting a bunch of fucking time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go ahead and end the video on that note. And I want everybody to know and pay attention to what's going on. Have your mind on these finances out here. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I say, if you want to spend all of your good working years and your young years, it's what you're doing, having a good time and shit. And, you know, you have people that they have 401ks and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, that they're going to retire on. But the demographics of today's economics and the people that receive 401ks, they're nothing close to what the baby boomers and, you know, our parents, what their 401ks used to be. You know, like some of our parents, you know, they got 401ks to where they got up to $500,000 within their retirement. And, you know, if you're 60 approaching 70, I would think that maybe, you know, $500,000 is enough to retire on. and do you some investments if you already don't have some, but it's neither here nor there. So I'm going to just let y'all go with this one. And like I said, pay attention to the agenda. Pay attention to finances. Pay attention to stocks, commodities, assets, real estate, trading, shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go ahead and go, and always remember this. You would never, ever, 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 ever be able to work your way to wealth unless you have your own business and you work in your own business. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. And go ahead and check out the previous videos. You know what I'm saying? And I'll catch y'all on the next one.